Time to musk up. Wow.
So today I want to talk about a hidden gem, a fragrance that I've really enjoyed for maybe the last 6 months that I've had it, although I've probably worn it maybe 4 times and I don't really need that many sprays. I've wanted to talk about it for a couple of months now, but I haven't, and then I look online and I'm seeing prices are getting out of control. So I want to start off by saying, go on eBay, look for this if you want it, and save the search and wait for bottles to pop up for around $100, maybe $120. I think it's not worth any more than that. Prices have basically doubled from what I paid. I paid basically 90 bucks, and now people are asking for 180 for 110 ml. And this underrated, I don't know if it's a hidden gem necessarily, but one of the best tobacco fragrances in my collection by far, and that is Aramis Tobacco Reserve. Gorgeous color. Don't think it's natural color. I think there is colorants in here, if I'm not mistaken. But if I remember the notes correctly, at the top you have this gorgeous aromatic clary sage and a nice little fruity black currant, very light fruity touches here. But in the mid, you'll have some nutmeg, also some orris, and the tobacco leaf, of course. And then in the dry down, there is the tonka bean and oak moss. I get all of that here. Overall, the fragrance is very dry, powdery, almost kind of roasted almondy touches here, a little smoky kind of, absolutely aromatic, almost a little bit hints of this forest floor that I get from something like an oak moss. It gets a little medicinal as well. And you could be fooled to maybe think that there's some vanilla in here, and there might be some vanilla in here, honestly. But it's not overly sweet. Like you would think, okay, there's tonka bean, and if you look on Fragrantica, you might think that this is sweet, but I don't think it's sweet. I think it's the perfect amount. It doesn't project that much, but it's strong enough. It's the perfect amount. I almost get this kind of humidor when you walk into a humidor in a cigar store. You get that feeling like of steam, and again you get that medicinal. The clary sage is aromatic, but it almost comes off medicinal as well. And I don't know if I mentioned nutmeg, but I also get some dry nutmeg in here as well. I mean, the fragrance is really dry. It's really good, a little fruity, fantastic. I can't believe it's discontinued. Unfortunately, I think this was released in 2018, and then 2 years later it was discontinued, and so not many bottles were made, and we all know how supply and demand works. So not many bottles out there, which causes prices to go up sooner than later, and now we're looking at 180. But like I said, please save a search. Look, if you've been looking into this fragrance, start now and grab it for about 100, 120 plus the tax that you'll be paying on eBay. But fantastic tobacco fragrance, one of the best in my collection, to be honest. Now, another alternative I want to give you, although this alternative is technically more expensive, but people might be more willing to drop this kind of money on this fragrance when I show you. Let me just show you. So another fragrance, so this fragrance, I just showed you it, but sort of. This fragrance gives you the exact same idea, the same vibe, although this fragrance here I find to be leans more towards the ambery, vanillic, gourmand, sweet territory, while this is true to what it is, the tobacco, and that is Tonka Imperial by Guerlain. This is the older presentation here, and this almost has those similar kind of touches. The roasted almondy tonka bean, all right? It has tobacco in it as well, and it's got this, not necessarily an aromatic facet to it, but it has this green coniferous facets to it, which is the pine needle. Not as fruity, but like I said, overall just a more ambery vanillic version of this kind of. And yeah, these do the same thing for me personally. And to be honest, although I do love this, as you know, I'm not the biggest fan of sweet fragrances. I like this more. And the quality does not drop. So just because this was retailed at $90 and then at one point sold as a cheapie for $40 does not mean that this is any better. No, the quality here is fantastic. No joke. Even for it wouldn't be crazy to say that I don't see anything wrong with somebody paying maybe $180, but I think if you have patience, you can get it for cheaper. But that's my thoughts on Tobacco Reserve. Let me know if you've tried it or if you're looking for it, or let me know any of your favorite tobacco fragrances. All right, take care. Bye.